I don't even know what's wrong with sitting out here telling police cops. I'm a state police cop. I'm doing refund. Because I'm doing one of me.
Yeah, man, hey, write a check your ass can cash, man. That's all I can say.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It just won't work. No weapon formed against me. Yeah, my mind. It won't work. 'Cause the Lord is good and the Lord is kind. He's so faithful to me that it just blows my mind. I said the Lord is good and the Lord is kind. He's so faithful to me that it just blows my mind. No.
Hey, y'all. We gonna have a good time tonight. It's all right. Oh, we gonna have a good time tonight. It's all right. Y'all, I'm getting ready to turn my camera on. But if you would please drop in the chat the mascot of your school. Roll call, mascot of your school. We tiger born and tiger bred over here. Tiger born, tiger bred. And when I die, y'all know the rest. 1877. That's how long Jackson State has been standing. Look at all these tigers in the chat. We're gonna have fun tonight. You know, there's a very big day tomorrow. Nevertheless, we're going to chop it up. We're gonna have fun. Tuesday Night Live. Sorry, I had to do my background. And if Dre would have saw my AI generated overlay, he would have made fun of me. So I had to fix that before I got on camera. So I don't want him talking about me. Dre be getting on me. Ooh. Do you hear me now? Oh Lord, sorry y'all. I'm over here having a whole spiel. Y'all didn't hear nothing I said. All right, I fixed my stuff for you guys. Now, Tonight, the drink of choice is Stella Rosa L'Originale. La Originale. Stella Pink. I don't even. I don't know nothing about this. This was a birthday gift. It's twist top wine, y'all. We're not drinking $100 Merlot tonight to talk about Texas Southern and their messed up administration. I drink all type of wine: red wine, white wine, twist top wine. If I'm at a restaurant where I'm eating a steak, I'll have a nice glass of wine, but I'm not drinking no $100 wine to come sit here with y'all. But it's a dessert wine, like the sweet kind of wines. Ooh. Yes. I'm over here running a cult while drinking cheap wine. It's not Taylor Port, but baby, I wouldn't call myself a wine connoisseur, but when people like say, "Oh, she drinks cheap wine," it's like, excuse me? A little dessert wine ain't never hurt nobody, honey. You thought you ate with that? Are y'all drinking $100 bottle of wine to watch your HBCU podcaster of choice? Y'all too rich for me, honey. Cheers. Cheers to the messy night we're about to have. Mm. See, it's a dessert wine. There's nothing bitter about it or nothing. This is literally like for fun wine. I don't know where Dre is, but he's messy. Y'all, I have y'all type allegedly in the chat. Y'all type allegedly in the chat. Dre got me some live footage from the boardroom. But I can't type it until y'all put that allegedly out there. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to show it. Is if I get them allegedly. We have live footage. Live. Live and direct, y'all. You don't this is the part of the show that you definitely want to see. Is this footage directly from the boardroom. I'm told that this has basically been a back and forth of epic proportions. And, I have so much stuff to share with you tonight, but this takes the cake for me, y'all. This is it. See, y'all have to excuse me because I want people to understand that if it's one thing that I do pride myself on doing is that it doesn't matter if it's um Jackson State, FAMU, Sudden, like let's just keep it a buck. When something transpires, I keep it uh I keep it the same across the board. The same way that I would utilize some of these videos to highlight other schools. I'm gonna do the same for Jackson State. Uh-oh. Lady T said y'all better get them likes up. Get the likes up. So before I can share with you guys this never seen footage, y'all gonna have to get them likes up. Never before seen footage. Before I can show it to you guys, I need the likes up. So I'm just gonna wait. Y'all, you know what? My head mob, Miss Whitley, gonna tell me when I can empty the clip. Whitley, let me know when I can empty the clip and press play. This is never before seen footage, y'all. You do not want to miss this. Hopefully it plays correctly. You know, my stuff be kind of janky. When I drop T, all of a sudden nothing works. So hopefully y'all be able to see this, because you know, never before seen, y'all. That's the thing about cheap wine, honey. You could barely taste the alcohol. It tastes so good. Let me slow down. We ain't even heard from Mr. Ford yet. We haven't even heard from Mr. Ford yet. Listen, um, we're going to have a great live tonight. We are going to look at, of course, never before seen, unless you are part of my members only. Never before seen footage from none other than Coach Quinn, Terenzo Quinn, the defensive coordinator of Jackson State University. So we're going to watch that today. What else do we got going on? We're going to talk about what's going down in Texas setting. We're going to talk about our AD. We're just going to go over some of his accolades. Whether he's here today, gone tomorrow, we're going to talk about it. Y'all, do y'all know that next week is literally Nashville? Next week is Nashville. I have not done any shows on predictions. I haven't done no shows, and y'all just be letting me come. What you mean you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Miss Green? Can y'all hear me? All right, let me drop the footage. I hope it plays.
John!
Wait!
Hey, no! Get the police.
Excuse me, sir. I'm calling the police.
And I want her ass fired right now.
No, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna turn
I didn't call you. I was just asking you a fucking question, bitch. So you fucking run your gun in my no, you. John.
Wait.
Hey, no. Get the police.
Excuse me, sir. I'm calling the police.
And I want her ass fired right now.
No, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna turn your
I didn't call you. I was just asking you a fucking question, bitch. So you fucking run your gun in my no, you. John.
Wait.
Hey, no. Get the police.
Excuse me, sir. I'm calling the police.
And I want her ass fired right now.
No, you're gonna go to jail. You're gonna turn your
I didn't call you. I was just asking you a fucking question.
Hey, now y'all up in the boardroom. Y'all calm all that down. All that hooting and hollering. You got all that hooting and hollering from the boardroom. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't know whether or not y'all want to hire VP AD Ashley Robinson, or you want to hire your Texas Southern alum Tony Wyllie. Y'all don't know whether or not you want the coach from Seton Hall, who actually allegedly contacted some of the players and committed some type of NCAA infraction before he got hired, or keep the current one. Okay, let me go ahead and put out this disclaimer. this is not this is not a real a real excerpt from the Texas Southern boardroom, okay, y'all? It's not real. This is a uh boy, let me just go ahead and say that. Let me clarify, y'all. But this is what's been going on the last 96 hours. Wait a minute, not Tagusi. Who said something about some Tagusi? Somebody said this Tagusi has them, it's running them crazy. Gotta leave that blue magic alone. Gotta leave that blue magic alone. All right, let me stop. Thank you, Scholar. Let me stop playing with y'all. Y'all thought it was real. Yeah. Mr. Mason, of course, that was not the actual boardroom, y'all. That was not the actual boardroom. But if in 96 hours they went from we're getting ready to name the AD and the coach on the 28th to we're going to name the we're going to have a 9 a.m. board meeting on the 19th where we will vote on the AD and the head coach to then saying at 2 p.m. we're going to announce the AD and the head coach. That's exactly what was going on in that that's what exactly what was going on in that boardroom. Okay? All right. Y'all, I just want to let you guys know that if you're new here, there's humor in everything that we do. You know, we have fun over here. Okay. Okay. So somebody's gonna look like this tomorrow. We don't know if it's gonna be the Texas Southern Tigers or the Jackson State Tigers. Somebody gonna look like this. Or maybe maybe both ends will be happy. We are so unserious. We don't take nothing serious. Only thing we take serious is these ass whoopings that we're getting ready to commence starting next Saturday. That's the only thing that we take seriously. Okay? Everything else is up for debate. So we'll know tomorrow at 2 p.m. Is VP AD Ashley Robinson going to be a Texas Southern Tiger or will he remain a Jackson State Tigers? Is there a meeting in the middle? You know, one thing that I can say that I am very much so grateful for is that while Texas Southern is a complete shit show, um, even if Jackson State is scrambling or whatever the case may be, it's not public. It's not out for everyone to display. We don't have the administration leaking stuff. Cause let's look at some footage. Now this is real. Now I really did receive this footage and it's not AI, it's real. Of some students protesting, some alums protesting. They had some alums going on the news yesterday. Like, they are really pushing hard. I mean, they are pushing hard for that. I was like, wait a minute. Why is there so much beef going on? What is going on? Lord have mercy. They are fighting for, you know, whichever way they're fighting. I've actually never seen this much engagement from Texas Southern alums. Um, I don't even believe that there must have been like behind the scenes with the Fred McNair debacle, but this one has been on Front Street. I will say And it might not be embarrassing to Texas Southern board, but for me, I'm just kind of like, whoa. I would not want to be um
All right,
part of
this
the
is my
board at this time. Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right, I found it. It'll probably be another Lean on Me march tomorrow. Wait a minute, not Lean on Me march. Y'all are mean. Y'all are mean. All right, take a mouse. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend.
this is my profession. And as a profession, I have written letters to the Board of Regents. I've written letters to the president. I've written letters to Dr. Smith, who's over athletics. I have not heard I have not got one response back from the people in administration about my viewpoints and how I feel about this particular situation. And the only thing that I'm trying to get you all to understand, we are not here for the negative. We are here for the student athletes at Texas Southern. Student athletes matter. Students matter. And if the university don't hear your voice, then whose voice do they hear? This is my profession. And as a profession, I have written.
Okay, and this is Damon Shields. He was live and direct. Baby, they came through. The alumni was there too. Not the alumni showing up. No justice, no peace. Keep Coach Chapman our coach. We shall overcome. Alumni support Coach Shy Chapman. Alumni standing with our students. Student athletes matter. Do the right thing. We got the best coach already. Stand with us, student athletes. We got the best coach already. Okay. All right. Y'all Jackson State folks are messy as hell. Y'all over here like, yeah, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive in our AD at 1400 JR Lynch Street. Y'all are so messy. What is wrong with y'all? And this, I talked about this the other day, which is I wouldn't want to be tied in nothing athletics related at Texas Southern because the Fred McNair debacle was basically the biggest red flag if I've ever seen one before in my life. Fred McNair had a memorandum of understanding from the Texas Southern athletic director at that time. The memorandum of understanding was that he would be hired as the coach. When they went into the board is not supposed to be choosing who is in athletics. Their responsibility is basically to make sure that there aren't any red flags. How much is the money? They're literally supposed to like approve the dollar amount, but they are not supposed to be hijacking. I find it similar and reminiscent to the FAMU debacle. I really do. In terms of the board, and they had they had literally 30 people on a committee to choose who they wanted to be the head football coach. All to go with Colsey, and then all of a sudden it was Colsey wasn't our choice. Colsey damn sure was your choice. He absolutely was. Okay? That particular search was hijacked to the fullest. You guys had a committee of 30 people. You had the Student Government Association. I think the janitors even had a say so in that particular job search. So they JSU reject. Let me see if I can find that particular. I didn't understand that comment. Like, okay, sir, You good? You getting too much dip on your chip now. You know, that's a little bit much, don't you think? Calling him a JSU reject. Like, wait just a darn gone minute. Why would you say that? That wasn't nice. Like, leave him out of it. Why he gotta be all that? I don't know, y'all. I thought that was a little much. Don't you guys think that's a little much to call somebody a JSU reject? Like, you can kind of disrespectful. And I don't want to disrespect you back, but I'm pretty sure in terms of championships in the last decade, if we're going to count, we don't have to count, but if we were going to count, I'm pretty sure a reject isn't necessarily where I would go with this. You know, you can state your case without being uh disrespectful. Like, damn.
Student athletes will have to learn a new system. They will have to build chemistry with their head coach.
JSU reject.
Also, some of these student athletes might lose their scholarships. Yeah. Student athletes will have to learn a new system. They will have to build chemistry with their head coach.
JSU reject.
Also, some of these student athletes might lose their scholarships. Yeah. Student athletes will have to learn a new system. They will have to build chemistry with their head coach.
JSU reject.
Also, some of these student athletes might lose their scholarships. Yeah. Student athletes will have to learn a new system. They will have to build chemistry with their
I ain't trying to talk about Texas Southern, but one of them young men is 2 apples tall. So that's probably why he did not want a new coach to come in. 2 apples tall. Like, oh, okay. Now we get why you didn't want a new coach to come in. Because if a new coach come in, you most definitely won't be on that roster, son. Sorry. The poster that he was holding up, you could only see his feet pity pattying. Maybe, and they said he was a student athlete. I said, oh no, that couldn't be a student athlete. That had to be a student athlete's little brother. They said it was a student athlete. I said, oh Lord. Okay. Mm. You're right. Because if that coach, he gonna tell you to hop up on that portal, baby. Or if you don't have any more eligibility left, then thank you for your services. Let's go ahead and finish your degree out. Hmm. All right. So I will say this. It was a little bit frustrating to be rolled up into this debacle. Just because VP AD Robinson has, in the last couple of years, he's had several instances where he has allegedly done some interviews, which, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with doing interviews, seeing where you're at, whatever the case may be. But it was a little disheartening that it was Texas Southern. And the reason why I say that is because Texas Southern kind of messy. Like it's been messy. It's one thing to go. People do it all the time. You go and you see where you're at. Go on an interview. People do it all the time. Like, people do it all the time. But it was disheartening because we saw how bad the thing was with Fred McNair. So it was kind of like, is this really where you want to, you know, is this really where you're taking it? Like, this is not, mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. This is not a good look. It make us look bad because you want to go there. I mean, I know it's Houston, but look at them. Like, they're so unprofessional. They letting all the information out. Wasn't nothing secretive. And then it was wrong, and then it was right, and then it was wrong. I'm like, well, damn, what did Jackson State do wrong? Now I'm feeling some type of way because I'm like, dang, what did we do wrong? We would never treat you like that. We would never call you a reject. All right. So I guess tonight, better late than never, right? We might as well just go over the accolades. Go over the accolades. All right. Ashley Robinson, VP and Director of Athletics, 32 conference championships, 2 national titles. The first 12-0 season in Jackson State history. That must be regular season. I think he's talking about with Dion. Regular season. 43,000 plus fans per home game FCS attendance record. 90% graduation success rate, which all of these accolades are really important, especially to schools that are struggling with those types of things. So if you're struggling with national titles, you're struggling with attendance, your graduation rate is a little bit off, you know, those are things that you could bring to the table. Apparently Texas Southern has a fan base, and they do have people that, ride for them. They might not necessarily be at every game, but they exist. And so that's to be commended. Awards and honors, leadership, excellence, and impact. He had 19 awards and recognitions. 2-time the Cushman Wakefield AD of the Year, 2-time inside the HBCU Lab VP AD of the Year, keys to the city. And then he's just listing all of his accolades. So to me, you know, that is to be commended, of course. That's why when we talk about all things that Jackson State is in terms of what athletics can offer, yes, there are some struggles that you have to navigate through, finances and financially, those are things that you have to be experienced and the know-how. But on its face, Jackson State has the best fan base in all of FCS, which is why we have number 1 in attendance for football. I believe that our basketball attendance is going to skyrocket this season as well, and that more and more people will become more invested in athletics as a whole. Right, the ability to stay with your APR in the right vicinity, that is an accolade. You're graduating students, not just bringing them in and getting them ready for the FBS, but you're graduating them, meaning they're walking away with a scholarship, or not scholarship, excuse me, with a degree in their hand. That's something to brag about, right? Especially in this day and age with the transfer portal. Wait a minute, y'all are in this chat going ham. Who's saying something about LinkedIn? It's a dead cat on the line. Yes, Miss Vanessa, these are my flowers for my birthday. Got flowers. See? Pretty flowers. Doo-doo. They're real. For my birthday. Y'all are being messy in the chat. I don't know what y'all are saying, but I'm trying to be serious for 1 second. And then the other part of me wants to be like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to tell this business. I done called the police because I'm doing
All right. So we went over JSU reject. Went over the AD and basketball coach debacle. Are we gonna have a breaking news live tomorrow? Y'all let me know in the chat. Are we having a breaking news live tomorrow? What we doing? Y'all feel like having one? Y'all are messy. Please don't go. Please don't go. Oh, I'm racing over to plead my case. Oh, blue blank bangle got the thing on the case. Oh, it ain't worth. It ain't worth. Please don't go. Please don't go. Wait a minute. The golf tournament is sold out. Ain't no refunds. Ain't no refunds. We gonna rename it. Look, if Ashley Robinson is gone tomorrow, we keeping them funds. Those are non-refundable. Non-refundable. Um, just FYI, y'all. I'm not drunk. I literally sang this song on SWAC Saturday without any liquor. All right. Um, y'all are. It's funny how folks are praying for our downfall. Why are y'all so giddy about AD leaving like y'all don't have this ass whooping coming this season? If he leaves tomorrow, that's not gonna stop you from getting drug up and down the field. Black people don't play about their money. They can still come to the golf tournament. AD Robinson just not gonna be there. Like, you can still come to the golf. You still gonna get the golf clubs. Ooh, Max, come up here and tell us what's gonna happen. Mr. Ford ain't got here. It's damn near been an hour. He ain't coming on tonight. Max said something. They must not forget. Yeah, like what? Start with next Saturday. Why is Jackson State favored to beat Texas Southern by 20 points? Oh, I don't think he's going nowhere. He posted that today that the golf tournament is sold out. Now, why would you sell out a tournament and then the next day you on your way to Texas? All right. So, why I have all these lurkers on here? Why don't y'all want to watch the Coach Quinn interview? Let's watch. Drea, he's not gone yet. Y'all drop a song in the chat that we could play possibly. That I know Avant 4 minutes is I'm running that one right there. All right, let me pull up this. Let's them last 2 dollars. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's still so hard to believe. Come back, please, cause you belong at the I love. Fred, that one's a mean one. That's the one you sing tomorrow. You don't sing that today. Oh, now, Unc, you being messy now. You being real messy. Fred, you're not supposed to do that one tonight. If you want to leave, baby, go ahead and walk out the door. One monkey don't stop no show. You don't sing that one yet. You wait till tomorrow to sing that one. Even though I want to say we were singing that at the SWAC championship, and Prime was just, he did not like that at all. On that midnight train to Texas. We can't hear you. What you mean you can't hear me? Sorry, but this thing looks like it's working. The mic is on. What do you mean you can't hear me? Oh no, no sound. Mm. That's y'all. My mic is on and it is working. My mic is on. I could, I was gonna say, go ahead and free yourself, Fantasia. Damn. Oh, there we go. I know you wanna leave me. Who don't refuse? We can let you go. I'm not begging and pleading. No, we ain't begging and pleading now. We're tigers. The Jackson State Tigers. We ain't gonna beg out loud. We're definitely not gonna beg. Absolutely not. Okay, let me play Coach Quinn. Do do do. You know what? Let me see. Lord, I hope this plays correctly, y'all. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. Oh, there's how much y'all can't hear me. Now, why y'all can't hear me? This is a members only live. So let me pull it up, y'all. Okay, there we go. Let me turn this off. Oh, I don't think it takes me off of the screen. Hang on, y'all. Me today. Can y'all hear him talking? Stop making fun of me. And that is none other than the defensive coordinator of the Jackson State Tigers, none other than Coach Lorenzo Quinn. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
I'm blessed, excited.
You already have all of us wanting to put our pads on after they dropped that video this morning. Thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate you so much for making those changes to come on today. Of course, we got all of our Tigers in the chat, and they're excited to discuss some things with you today. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right on into it. Coach, you have had one of the most dominant defenses in the FCS over the past 2 years. As you can see, I have all of your stats below in terms of your scoring defense. You were number 12, total defense 12 in all of FCS, 16 for third down defense last year, rushing defense 12, team sacks and tackles for loss. Jackson State was 21 overall. Going into this season, you just posted recently that you feel like it is like 24, as in that championship run. Can you elaborate a little bit about what is going on behind the scenes that makes you feel that way? Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, how you doing, baby?
Good. I'm getting ready to play the rest of this interview because it's only like 10
Yeah,
minutes
go ahead
long.
go ahead on. Yeah.
I'm just letting you acknowledge that you're on here and that
Hey, Lady T, and hey, Miss Whitley. Hey, Brandy.
Hey, everybody else, Mr. Ford.
Hey, everybody else.
Well, I was blessed to be able to come here during TC transition his first year. And we had a lot of expectation going into 23. And, we ended up finishing 7-4. That off season was different. That off season was so much in the dark, just working, rolling our sleeves up, not too much on social media. And then 24, it hit everybody by surprise. It was just all work over everything. And it kind of reminds you of that same time frame, Going to last year with some great expectation, a lot of familiar faces as far as the Jeremiah Williams and things of that nature. And so you don't get the results that you plan and set out at the beginning of the year. So this offseason, this summer been a blessing. It's been in the dark, roll your sleeves up, great strength and condition coach. You haven't heard much from TC himself. And so everybody just understand that's what it's going to take. Roll your sleeves up, let's go to work. And when you look at the personnel that we have, it reminds you so much of 24. Them guys, they working.
And it's exciting for our Jackson State fans. You give us little peeks of the strength and conditioning. We're seeing the gains. We're seeing what little bit that you are able to show us. What is the identity that you want the 2026 Jackson State defense to have? And how is it going to be different from last season?
Oh, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to be violent. We're going to be gritty. We're going to play on the edge. We're going to play with an edge. That's something that from 24, we took pride in. We coming in on Monday, making a cut up of us we call it giving the quarterback anxiety, giving quarterbacks moving off his landmarks, sacks, TFL. We didn't do that last year. And so that's my job as a coordinator to make sure we get the identity that we set out day one. And it starts today. So I'm excited to hold up my end of the bargain as far as the goals of being aggressive and things of that nature. Drop 8 used to be in install 2. It's in install 6 this year. So says a lot.
So your first year as the defensive backs coach, you guys led in interceptions. How important is forcing turnovers to the identity of this year's defense?
We got every pre-practice called team ball search, just putting more emphasis on it. Being able to go get the quarterback and forcing them guys to make turnovers, and then let's go take some. But I think you get what you emphasize. And so, we always talking about bloody twos and the physicality and being violent. We want to make sure this year we add the turnover piece to it.
You have the preseason defensive player of the year, Cam Silas. And then you have some other great young men that are leading that defense. What's one thing that the average fan doesn't realize about what goes into building a championship defense?
The mindset, the personality. It's 40, 50 defensive guys. You got to get everybody pulling the rope in the same direction. The culture has to be right as far as how we act when we're not around our coaches, how we carry ourselves, how we interact with each other as far as a player and a coach relationship. All that just got to be on point. And how we go through adversity together. So not only you're dealing with that piece and try to build the identity, you also got to manage all the different personality. And it's tough. We come from all different ways of upbringing, and you have the fireball over here that you got to calm down. You have this one that may have a little selfish spirit in them, and you got to be able to get everybody doing the same thing and believing in the same thing. And so I'm excited for it.
Thank you for that. And so a member asked, what does delayed drop 8 install mean, Coach? One of the members.
You normally, we call it 70%. What you're going to major in is normally in your first 2-3 installs. You call it your base. And now The stuff on the back burner, just stuff that you kind of carry along that you may need in certain situations, but it ain't your bread and butter.
So you have the opportunity to basically, we have 7 returning quarterbacks, including ours, but being that you have so many quarterbacks that are returning, you already have the film on them. You already can process, you know, some of their strengths as well as their weaknesses. How important is that scouting in the off season for your installs when looking at all of those returning quarterbacks?
It big. It go a lot go into it. Let me say that as far as the quarterback. But what I also think that's different, it's a lot of new offensive coordinators in this league and new spots. Starting with game 1, you know, you have data on him as far as what he did at the last spot. But as far as with this quarterback, what's his mindset? I mean, we're gonna have to see on the 29th.
Right, right.
You know, but a lot of guys also I'm familiar with. You know, we got Eric Dooley. He's been in the league for a long time. Been playing against him since 2016 when he was at Grambling. So being able to see guys that you're familiar is also important as far as a coordinator standpoint. Kind of know what you're gonna get, but it's a lot went into it. Coach O and Coach TC had us make sure we went in detail this summer as far as getting a whole pre-game plan on every opponent on the schedule.
And you have a growing defensive coaching tree. You have some guys that have really just went off, and you know, it's kind of like letting the bird out of the nest. You had Callie James, who is now currently at James Madison. Chris Orr is at the Kansas City Chiefs. Mario Magana is at Rice football. Can you talk a little bit about the development of your coaches and how that also is important for the growth of Jackson State football as well as yourself?
I think, you know, Jackson State, starting with Jackson State, I think Jackson State itself is just a hotbed for great football coaches, especially when you talk about FCS football. You know, we bring a lot to the table. Shout out to the fan base, second to none, #1 in the country fan base. So you're going to get that support when you need it. In the community, they're going to support you. It's just a nice place to be. You got every resource you need to be successful here. So I think it attracts them type of coaches. But as far as me, I just want to be a leader among men. You know, I just want to lead by example. They'll tell you, I'm going to be the first one here, the last one to leave. I'm not going to ask you to be here 12 hours and I'm doing 8. And so leading by example, when they see you do that, you can get them to run through the wall for you. And so I try to do that, lead by example. I'm an open book. I want everybody to move on and chase their goals they have in their career. And I told them, you know, I ain't gonna always be in this position. Somebody gonna have to hire me. So it goes back to relationships. And so I make sure I got a great relationship with everybody in the building.
Speaking of relationships, you've also had some young men from Jackson State, from the actual team, become coaches. Esaias Guthrie was one of them. And you talked about how methodical he was and helping, just pointing out things to you. I believe in that 2024 defense, you said that he helped a lot in regards to development and changes throughout the season. Have you had another student athlete that was able to fill his shoes or step up as a leader at the defense?
Not yet. I have a couple guys that reached out, but I think right now they still chasing that NFL dream. I told them, give me a call when they done chasing that dream. But not at this moment.
Okay. And so I'm gonna just ask you one more question because hey, it's you done started, training has started, it's back to the championship run. What has been the biggest area of improvement for the defense during the off season?
I had to say the DBs. Coach Sanders did a great job of helping with the philosophy as far as recruiting on the back end. And there's some guys back there. Now, you can always talk about it. Of course, they got to go play. Y'all have to see it. But being behind the scene, some great talent on the back end.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Quinn, for taking time out of your day to come and speak with She Loves Thee podcast and my subscribers. We really, really appreciate you. Of course, we will be following the Jackson State Tigers throughout the season. Much less than success, and see you in Atlanta.
Yes, ma'am. See you in Atlanta.
All right. Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
What you think, Mr. Ford?
You know, I've always had a lot of admiration and respect for Coach Quinn. I love to see his defenses perform. The reason I hadn't come on because I'm just burnt out with that Texas Southern stuff. I don't want to talk about Texas Southern. You know, all the years I'm talking about, going back 40 years, I never had no respect for their football program except one time, and that was when Johnny Cole had the program. And I did keep that. I loved Mike Davis. Mike Davis, I knew Mike Davis when he was a player for Wimp Sanderson at Alabama. And, you know, he was a coach at Indiana. They played for the national championship. I think they lost to Maryland. And then Texas Southern was able to get him down there. Now, I did follow Mike Davis, and I thought Mike Davis was the premier HBCU basketball coach. But I'm just burnt out about Texas Southern. I don't want to talk about Texas Southern. You know, I've never taken them seriously. And I think Blue kind of summed it up for me last night. I listened to a powerful show last night. It was a round table. It's your boy, what's his name?
Scam bundles?
No. Yep, he was one of them. It was your Jackson State guy.
So
There was Zoe. It was Blue. It was Perry. It was the guy from Texas. I mean, from Prairie View. What's his name? Lionel. I
glasses.
mean, yeah, they had Lionel. And the only one to me that really didn't belong was the guy they called Rocky, because he's so misinformed. And, you know, to me, he's unabreast of HBCU football and HBCU
As
history.
long as he's been in here, just you know, you don't
Yeah,
think
but
he knows enough now, or he
no,
just
no. He was out of place last night. But I'm
okay.
just saying that it was a powerful round table. And, you know, I like listening to stuff like that. And I was, the guy who really summed it up for me last night was Blue. And Blue said, he said, I'm just ready for them to strap it up. And that's how I feel. I don't want to hear nothing about no Texas Southern. I'm just looking forward to August 29th. Because like I've told people over and over, it is imperative that Jackson State, Alabama A&M, and Florida A&M put their foot in Tennessee State's ass. We cannot allow Tennessee State to be any SWAC school. It can't happen, because we got to let them know while they got their ass on their shoulder about being in that OVC, their football is backwards compared to the SWAC. We got to let them know that.
Mr. Ford,
Huh?
we gotta put their foot in
In
their
their ass.
ass.
That's right. And
All
not
in
only,
their ass. Just
I know
all up in
Jackson's
there.
going to do it, but it's
All up in
important
there.
that Alabama A&M's got to do it and FAMU's got to do it. They can't beat nobody in the SWAC.
They don't
We
need
can't
to
let
leave.
nobody.
The SWAC doesn't need to leave any doubt.
Yeah, that's right. They don't need to leave any doubt.
By 40 shawty. Every
That's right,
last one
baby.
of us.
That's right. Tennessee State can't beat no SWAC team. Please.
Damn. But you know, their coach, I mean, he's really talented. He won the XFL.
Listen, I've been watching him. I remember when he played at Alabama State on the Houston Markham. I've been watching, what's his name? Because he was a wide receiver punt returner. Barlow. See, I remember when Barlow played for Alabama State. Barlow, I think, is from Montgomery. And he has a Super Bowl ring. I think he was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got a lot of respect for Barlow, but I'm just telling you, it's imperative that Tennessee State does not beat any SWAC teams. We can't have it. We can't have it. Did I speak to hey, Miss Whitley? Did I speak to you? Hey, Miss Whitley.
Mr.
Did I
Ford
speak
said
to Miss
he
Whitley?
Mr. Ford said he is sick of tired.
Yeah, I'm saying I
Okay,
don't want to bring up
so did you
this
hear
stuff.
about UAB? After
No.
that, the remember like a couple of I want to say actually, but has it been a month? Like a month ago when we talked about the young lady that used to be at North Carolina A&T, how she was going to go back and be named the
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay, so she left, right? And so then they said, okay, well, you know what? We're just going to get rid of the AD altogether. So they parted ways with the UAB AD.
Oh, for real? Who was that?
I'm gonna see his name. They told him goodbye.
You got a what's his name?
He's been there for a long time. So Mark Ingram, after 11 years.
Okay, I'm trying. I don't.
Damn, they
I
okay. So
think
you
I
know
know
this
that.
is messy. This is messy.
You got a picture
So,
of him?
huh?
I think I know Mark Ingram. Can you read some
Yeah,
biography on him?
yeah. I'll pull up the
Okay,
information. I'll pull it
okay,
up. But it's kind of like, damn, you dead ass kind of sort of in the same situation as a HBCU and you're a FBS school. Like they said, oh, she's leaving. Well, you know what? You can leave out the door too. Why you just don't you go ahead and she's leaving. We don't need you here either. Like,
okay.
dang, you just gonna part like it's a week out.
They had a guy uh, at UAB that was. I thought I had a lot of respect for him. Do you remember Bill Clark? Do you remember him?
I don't. And this person has been at UAB for quite some time, Mr. Ford. So
Okay, and what's
okay. So this is from Football Scoop.
okay?
It says UAB parts ways with AD Mark Ingram, basketball coach Andy Kennedy named interim. They parted ways with longtime director of athletics Mark Ingram after 11 years.
I think I knew him. What biography? What, now, where
He
did,
served UAB for 11 years. During Ingram's time, UAB reinstated football along with bowling and rifle, completed numerous facility projects, transitioned from the Conference USA to the AAC.
yeah,
The
right.
Blazers won multiple conference titles across sports, including football and men's basketball. University leadership cited the ongoing transformation in college athletics as the reason for the change, stating it is the right time to position the department for its next era of growth.
Okay.
Damn. But this basically transpired, A&T took the associate AD, and then they said, well, why don't we just go ahead and get rid of you too?
Oh yeah. But change is good. Change is good.
Change is good as long as
Yeah.
I don't know that if it was necessary if all they're going to do is make the basketball coach the AD.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Andy Kennedy is an Old Miss former coach.
Yeah, I remember Andy Kennedy. Now let me just say this. That's just a stopgap measure. The AD job itself is a big job. And then being head basketball coach is a big job. So that's just, that's an interim thing. I'm quite sure they're gonna go out and do a national search and
But
what do
that
they
is
do?
so weird that they're doing it like in the beginning of the season. But that just goes to show you that some of these things, the methodology of administration and how they move, it's not relegated to just HBCUs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now they got a brand new stadium over there. UAB has what's that new stadium got? This beautiful stadium holds about 45,000. What's
Oh
the name
yeah,
of
I've seen it. I've seen it on the
that?
way
Is it
to
Protection? What's the name of it?
I don't know, but I know
It-
it's nice.
Yeah, it's a
They
nice
said that
stadium.
the Dilfer experiment and some shenanigans from softball coach helped seal his exit. I do remember that they did have a bad season. Oof.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
football was, for them to have all those nice facilities, their football team sucked.
Yeah, one time there was talk about Tremaine Jackson. They claimed they were interested in him. Do you remember that?
Dang, I know he wishes he was there.
Yeah, well, he might get there because I keep telling you. Remember the word I use for him? What's the word I always say about him?
I don't think there's a couple of words that you used for him,
No,
so you're gonna
the
have to be
word
more
that I use
specific.
for him is that he's auditioning. What
Oh,
did I
okay,
tell you he's
auditioning.
auditioning for?
Yes, you said that he was auditioning. He does not plan on staying at Prairie View for long.
No, he what he has to do to show those ads in the AAC in the group of five. He has to dominate the SWAC, and then they will begin to look at him because that's what
Mm.
he wants. He wants one of them group of five jobs that will pay $800,000 to $1 million. Once he gets that offer, he's out of there.
Um, yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
Know that the team that they getting ready to play, Tarleton State, I want to say they're favored damn near 30 points over them. Maybe it's
yeah, I thought
24.
it saw something. Yeah, I think I did see something. Now,
I'm
y'all
just like
favorite, y'all favorite to beat Tennessee State by what? 20?
20. Now
Yeah.
listen, if we're talking about sports betting, that's a whole different beast, right? So if we're talking about sports betting and a team is giving me 20 points or 24 points, a 24-point spread, I'm going to take that team to cover the spread.
Yeah.
I don't think that I could see Jackson State beating Tennessee State by 2 to 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns and a
Well, that's
field
what we're
goal.
hoping for. That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
And
they
not only
but
Jackson
if I
State, we're
right,
hoping that Alabama, A&M, and FAM will follow suit
right, right,
because
right.
we want to show them that you sitting around talking out like they say, talking out the side of your neck,
Oh,
but your program is a shell of itself.
yes.
Yeah,
Ayo.
basically.
Talking out the side of your neck, bitch.
Yeah, there you
Dun,
go.
dun, dun, dun. Ayo. Talking out the side of your neck, bitch.
Yeah.
Mm, 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 mm,
And by the way, I
mm.
was thinking today, I come up with a third one. I always talk about the people Jackson State should be fighting for to get into the NFL Hall of Fame. Are you familiar with Leon Gray? Do you know that name?
No. Wait,
Yeah,
let me look that.
he's a Jackson State alum. Was a big time player in the NFL. He should be in the NFL Hall of Fame. So Jackson State should be right now penning a letter to Roger Goodell on behalf of Jimmy Smith. Uh, what's the guy's name? Was the coach that they ran off? Uh,
He's an offensive tackle in the National Football League for
yes,
the
he
New
was
Orleans
also.
Patriots, Houston
And this,
Oilers, New Orleans
yeah, yeah.
Saints.
Now listen, that was a guy that played with him with the New England Patriots. His name was they called him Hog Hanna. You can look him up. This what was his name? John Hanna. John Hanna, according to Bear Bryant, was the greatest offensive lineman he had ever coached. But when they talked to John Hanna, he said the greatest player he ever played with was Leon Gray. When they were
Mm,
at New England, they called Hanna Hog and called Leon Gray Dog. And they played on the same side. Harold
mm.
Jackson, thank you. That's right. So Jackson State should be fighting for Harold Jackson, Jimmy Smith, and Leon Gray. Okay? Prairie View should be fighting for Otis Taylor. Florida A&M should be fighting for Henry Lawrence. They called him Killer. Okay? Get off your ass and get this done. These people should be in the Hall of Fame. You can go ahead and look at all of them people that's in that Hall of Fame. Ain't none of them better than Otis Taylor. None
Mm,
of them.
mm.
Yeah. So, I was thinking about that today. We got to get this done. We got to get these people in the Hall of Fame.
And what do you think it is like is the reason why it's politics? Is it not wanting to
Yeah,
name
yeah.
more
Let me
to
just say this about
HBCU
Otis.
because then you'll have more Hall of Famers than a lot of PWIs? Like, what is that?
Well, Otis Taylor didn't take no shit. Excuse my language. He didn't take no shit. And at that time, that was, you were supposed to be glad to be there. You were a black man. You're supposed to be glad to be there. You're supposed to be humble, and you're supposed to kiss they behind. And Otis Taylor didn't do that. And so they're punishing him now because he definitely should be. You could go and look at his stats. His stats were better than them people that's in the Hall of Fame.
Mm. Oh wow.
Yeah. But if you ever get a chance, read about Leon Gray. They
She's
called him
after an
the dog.
All-American season for Jackson State football in 1970 NFL draft. After getting cut by the Miami Dolphins, he was picked up from waivers by the Patriots and teamed up with John Hanna
Called them Hog. They called John Hanna Hog.
from 1973 through 1978 to form one of the best guard tackle duos on the left side of an offensive line in the 1970s.
Played
Hanna was
for a
the
coach
first
named Chuck
member of the
Fairbanks.
Hanna was the first member of the Patriots elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1991. However, Hanna believes his friend Gray should have been selected as well. Gray, who died in 2001 at the age of 49, has not even been nominated for the Pro Football Hall of Fame after being a three-time first-team All-Pro 1970 to 1980 and a four-time Pro Bowler in 1976, 1978, 1979, and 1981. Jason Eichen, curator of collections for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, concedes he does not know why there hasn't been support for Hall's inductions. Maybe one of the reasons he is not in the Pro Football Hall of Fame is that he never made an all-decade team, Aiken said. Many of the people in the Hall of Fame have made an all-decade team. Mr. Gray unfortunately did not. I'm not saying this is the reason, but that could be one of the reasons. All-decade teams are selected by Pro Football Hall of Fame voters. The tackles on the 1970s team, during which Gray played 7 of his 11 seasons, are Art Shell, Rayfield Wright, Dan Durdoff, and Ron Yari. All 4 were later elected to the Hall of Fame. Hanna and Gray led the Patriots to playoff appearances in 1976 and 1978 during their 6 seasons together. In 1978, the Patriots set an NFL record for rushing 3,165 yards. Leon Gray, in my opinion, was the best tackle I ever played with, Hanna said, and I played with a lot of great tackles. But I don't know anyone better than Leon. He should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. Steve Grogan, who played 16 seasons as the Patriots quarterback, said the talent of Gray and Hanna was obvious. Their side of where we were going on third and short, Grogan said. Grogan said Gray was a great teammate. I remember that Leon always had a smile in the locker room. Grogan said he didn't lose his temper very often and was a great guy to be around. I was sorry to see him leave. Hanna said that in the 70s, players could not share their salary information. Players who did, he said, were fined or forfeited their contract. Hanna said that in 1976, Upshaw suggested that the offensive linemen selected to the Pro Bowl should write their salary on a piece of paper and put it in a hat. That way, no one knows who the salary belonged to. Hanna said they started reading out the salaries: 105,000, 102,000, 98,500, 110,000, 30,000, and 28,500. When Hanna got back to his hotel room, he got a call from Gray. "Which one were you?" Gray asked. Hanna said he was 30,000 and Gray said he was 28,500. Hanna said he and Gray held out in 1977 after the final preseason game. Both returned to the Patriots in week 4 without a new contract. In 1978, both contracts expired. The Patriots split up the friends. Hanna was re-signed. Gray was traded to the Houston Oilers, where he started for 2 seasons before spending 2 seasons as a reserve with the New Orleans Saints. At that time, we were the best guard tackle tandem in the NFL, Hannah said. The only other tandem that comes close was Art Shell and Gene Upshaw of the then Oakland Raiders at the time, and both are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Well, Mr. Ford,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think it was politics.
Oh yeah, without a
Technically.
doubt. I mean, that's NFL
And why were they paid so low?
because the union wasn't strong. The union wasn't strong at all. It definitely. I mean, it was really terrible when Gene Upshaw. I was a big fan of Gene Upshaw's, but Gene was terrible as head of the players union, just like Patrick Ewing was terrible as president of the players union. You know, he and Michael Jordan used to kiss the behind of the owners, and they did nothing for the players. And that's one of the reasons Jordan is so jealous of LeBron, is because LeBron did speak up for the players. You know, see, Jordan never held a position, but he was the biggest influence. And Jordan was a coon for the owners, okay? And he didn't care nothing about the players. You know, he was that kind of, he was, you know, he was our nigga.
Here, who, Mr. Ford?
Our nigga.
Mr. Ford.
Mm.
Oh, Lord. All right. Mr. Ford, do you know that we have not done, like, we haven't done any of our predictions? Football start next week, Mr. Ford.
Well, listen, I told you, Blue spoke for me last night when he said he's ready for him to strap it up. That's why I am. I don't want to hear
Pass
nothing
the
about them.
ball. I don't want
I'm
to
ready
talk
for
about
him to
nothing
strap
else.
it up, baby. That's all. I'm ready
Drop
for
the
him to strap
damn
it up.
ball.
Yeah, baby. That's it. That's it. Strap it. Let's go, baby. Strap it up. I'm ready.
Put
I
on
can't
your
wait to the
cleats. Put
29th.
on your pads. Drink
Yeah,
lots
baby.
of water.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. Strap it up.
Ain't no more talking, huh?
Yeah, I'm tired of all that talking. I don't want to hear no more talking, all that. Strap it up. Strap it up.
Oh, Lord. It's time out for talk. All that
Yeah, all that
HBCU,
talking
all
and
that.
all
I'm the best of this
that.
and you the best
Yeah.
at that.
And this, that, and I don't want to hear no more of all that. Like I said, the last thing I want to hear about is some Texas Southern. But I was at Grambling. They didn't even now they did take Texas Southern men's basketball program seriously. And see, back then, Texas Southern track and field was really good. Okay. But everything else was a mess. And they would change ADs every 2 weeks. That was back in the 80s. And you know, I don't want to hear nothing else about them.
Mr. Ford.
Um,
Well, it's well. Okay, so did you hear that
mhm.
Kelby Givens is coming back to
Yeah,
Sudden?
yeah. It
Did
came
you hear
across my
that?
phone. Yeah, it came across my phone.
I ain't trying to throw shade or nothing, but for a coach who claims that all the good players get took, Southern been able to hold on to their players, and Kelby
Yeah.
is a highly touted defensive end.
Well,
And
I told you, all of that mess that Marshall Falk is talking is a distraction. Okay, and don't get distracted. The thing, the thing that's the real thing is, can he win in the SWAC? Can he win the SWAC West? Can he
DJ
win the
Mr. Key
SWAC?
said Bama State
Listen,
spread is
listen.
20.5 over Sutton.
But can he get Southern to the SWAC championship and win it? Can he get Southern to the Celebration Bowl and win it? All that bullshit about, you know, he trying to get them the bag and he trying to get them to a FBS school. Listen, I let that mess go in one ear and come out the other. Because to me, that's a distraction. Okay, what them folks down there in Baton Rouge is about, they about championships. He can do all that talking because he got freedom of press, freedom of speech.
Right.
Yeah, he can say what he want. But in the end, we
Are you
want to
gonna
know, can he
win?
win championship?
Are
Yeah,
you gonna win? In the
and are
end,
you gonna
are
win
you gonna
championship?
win?
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
win a championship? That's what Southern is about. That's the Southern I know. Yeah.
Well, Bama State 20.5 spread over Sidon.
I done
That's a
told you.
large. That's a
Listen,
large ass spread, Mr. Ford.
I told you. If it goes like I think it's gonna go, that body boy is gonna throw for about 300 or 400 yards on them. He gonna clown. He gonna show out on them in Birmingham. Are you kidding? He gonna show out. He gonna do that Kappa shimmy on them. He gonna let them know he's a noob.
Oh no, not shimmying on.
Yeah, he gonna show out.
I'm wondering how Givens not being on the team like during like how is that going to affect his strength and conditioning? Because I know last year in the beginning of the season he was a little windy.
No, his problem was he's playing with some scrubs. Not only was he playing with some scrubs, that was some scrub coaching staff he played for.
Oh,
He played with some scrubs last year. I went out there last year. They came here and played North Carolina Central, and that Central offensive line ate their ass up. I mean, they beat them down. I was sitting there right there with watching it.
you couldn't do nothing with him. What you say? Coach Graves is not on Trey Oliver's level.
No, that's what I was telling y'all. That don't even
You
when
didn't
you
tell
say,
me that. You told Zoe that.
oh, okay, well, don't mention his name with Trey Oliver. Oh, by the way, Zoe said last night. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. Zoe said last night,
Cause you messy like
because I'm
me.
messing. He said that they offering Ashley 350,000. And the other thing he said was that if Ashley goes to Texas Southern, Ashley already got a guy in mind. He says that Dishman is out. Dishman is out, and that Ashley got somebody that's going to turn that program around very quickly. Now, I would like to know who this person is because according to him, Zoe said he top 5. And I want to know who that is.
Well, here's a couple of things. Um, Texas Southern doesn't allow their ADs to choose who the football uh, coach is. That's number one.
Okay. Okay.
You're gonna be tucked over at Texas Southern. You don't get to. I mean, we're literally seeing in real time the president saying who the basketball coach is, and that's the AD's job.
But I forgot to say allegedly. You're right. My man, my bad man. Yeah, I forgot to say allegedly.
I mean, and I'll just put this. Let me put this out here. Whatever AD Robinson has asked for the last 5 or 6 years in terms of what he wanted to be compensated, they gave it to him.
Yeah, according to
He's
Zoe,
he's restructured his contract like 3 times, and the
yeah,
last time being with the interim, or not even, it wasn't even an interim. I think it was acting president Elaine. Rest in peace to her, but they negotiated a contract underneath her as well. Whatever he asked for at that time, they were met.
well,
So,
so supposedly he's at 288 or something like that. Is he at 288?
I don't know what he's allegedly at, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
he's
he
supposed to be at
asked for.
288.
If he asked for 288, that's what she gave.
Well,
Whatever he asked
supposedly they
for, they
offering
gave it to
350.
him.
They offering
And if
350.
he was at 288 as a base salary, I think he also had some incentives in his contract. So the classics that he created, the one with Tuskegee in it, when he negotiated that contract, and I think they have like a bank or something as the sponsor. Whatever amount of that money is that they're giving, he's taking a percentage out of that particular deal.
Oh yeah.
So whatever he asked for, he got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, but
I
like I
also
said,
know that I'm not saying that his contract is under negotiation, but under the like if you read out on like the past or whatever, he was supposed to be under contract renewal in 2026. Now I don't know how that works in terms of whatever transpired with Elaine Hayes, but um he got what he wanted. Whatever he requested or whatever it was that he was asking, they in terms of alums and the president matched it. Now we have a new president, Mr. Ford, and times are changing. The climate of academics is changing. The climate of um, funding has changed as well. So, there's changes being made.
yeah.
Possible budget cuts that are happening to adjust with the times.
Oh, and the other thing he said it was 350, and the contract was 5 years. 5 years, $350,000.
And they're saying he got money for both the AD and the vice president. So I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway,
Well, uh, uh, you know, if you want to go, go. I just, like you said, Mr. Ford, I am sick of hearing about it because it was such a debacle with Fred McNair, and here we are, and it's a debacle now.
hey,
Um,
did they say that? Is it the John Merritt Classic? Is that a sellout yet?
I don't have any numbers.
Yeah, I had heard this.
So
Well,
I guess what we'll be doing is, mm, we'll be breaking down the games, I guess. It's time to break down the game. Like you said, Mr. Ford, we have to look at these games that's coming up.
oh yeah, baby, it's time to wrap it up. Listen, I
Let's
can't
wrap it
wait.
up.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. So
You
that's where
know
we're
what?
at.
Now,
It's so close.
I always tell you that Tremaine Jackson is auditioning. We got to put that tag also on that guy down at Edward Waters. He deserves to be in the SWAC of the MEAC.
Brian Jenkins?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a big Brian Jenkins fan.
Who he auditioning? Go ahead, and it's the beginning of the season. Mr.
Well,
Ford
you know,
always
I've
gives
told you.
somebody come. He gives
Listen,
somebody job away. Go
I've
ahead, Mr.
told
Ford.
you. I've told you over and over. I think that the school that should be vetting him is Morgan State. Morgan State is in the same position that Prairie View was in with Bubba McDowell. And if they get the right head coach, they can once again become the beast of the East. I don't know if you knew this, but uh,
Beast of what East?
the Eastern Seaboard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mhm. See, let me tell you something. Are you familiar with Earl Banks?
No, who's Earl?
Earl Banks was head football coach at Morgan State, very successful. Used to fight against Eddie Robinson up at Yankee Stadium during the late 60s. There was a coach named, I think his name was Coach
Is
Hurt.
this when Morgan State was a blue blood?
Yeah. hmm They had people like Raymond Chester. Listen, in 1968 at Yankee Stadium, Morgan State played Grambling.
Mm-hmm.
35 of those players from that game went to the NFL.
Damn.
Yeah, 35. One of the players was one of the leading sports writers for Sports Illustrated. His name is William Roden. You ever heard of him? William Roden?
Mr. Ford, 35 players? I'm still stuck on
35 players.
35.
Listen, 1968, they met at Yankee Stadium. One of the star players for the Morgan State Bears was a guy named Raymond Chester. Raymond came in and revolutionized the tight end position because he was a tight end with world-class speed. He could fly. Okay? Grambling had the guy we now call Shaq Harris, James Harris. Okay? Who eventually went to the Buffalo Bills, went to the Los Angeles Rams, went to the San Diego Chargers. 35 of those players went NFL. Yeah, from one game. Yeah. Now you should know William Roden. Look him up. Put up an image of William Roden. You know him. He's always on TV. He played for Morgan State. William Roden. You know him.
Why don't he be the coach?
No, William is big. He's a big time journalist. He's a real journalist.
He's 76 years
He's
old.
not a coon like Stephen A. Smith.
Oh.
He's a real journalist.
Oh, he's one of the most respected journalists of his
Yeah,
generation.
he went to Morgan State. Put his picture up there. Everybody knows him. William Roden. He's always on television.
Okay, Mr. Ford. He's not a coon like Stephen A. Smith.
No, he's not a coon like Stephen A. Smith. That's him. He played in that game. He wrote a book that I think became a million seller. See if they mention that book. It was called $1 Million Slave or something. Everybody should get that book. That book was awesome.
$40 million slaves. The rise, fall, and redemption of the black athlete.
Yo, everybody should get that book.
Third in a mile, the trials and triumphs of the black quarterback.
Listen, everybody should get that book. You said it's called $40 Million Slave, right?
Yep, $40 million.
Everybody should get it. Everybody should get it. Everybody should get that book.
Did you hear that? I know you're saying those things about Stephen A. Smith, but somebody reached out to him because he's going to be covering HBCU games. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
He's bragging about that.
Okay, what is he going to be on ESPN or HBCU Go?
He didn't drop which games he would be covering, but he said, "I'm getting ready to do HBCU games. How could I be a coon?"
Oh, okay, yeah, he's a coon. No doubt about it. Not only he's a coon, he's got Deion Sanders is a coon. Kevin Hart's a coon. Who else? What's the boy's name married to that girl out there in California? What's her name? Beyonce, her husband was both of them are coons too. They coons.
I was always of the opinion that an AD replacement was a more important hire than the football coach.
Well, the AD is the beginning of it.
The wrong candidate and your program goes to hell.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Ford, you was so right. You was so right when you was talking the other day about how the president and what she wants and her vision and that's what matters the most in terms of athletics and the AD. You were so right.
Well, listen, I remember, I'm trying to think of his name. He was the president of Florida A&M. He was about 6'7", 6'8". Oh, what was his name? Hey, you Florida A&M folk, what that man was named? Y'all got a statue of him down there at the school now. He was about 6'7". Hey, you FAMU people, what was your president name?
They don't comment in the chat, Mr. Ford. The only one
that comments there's some FAMU folks in there. Hey,
they're in here, but they're not going to comment.
What that man was named? He was the big time. He was the guy that presided over that golden era y'all had. But that man, Humphreys, Frederick Humphreys. Listen, Frederick Humphreys went out and personally went to Central State and brought Billy Joe back to Tallahassee. Okay? And that started a golden era for FAMU football under Billy Joe. But it all started with the president. His name was Frederick.
The president no ball.
Yeah, he went out. He went to, I think it's called Xenia, Ohio. That's where Central State is. Okay? And he brought him back to the campus of Tennessee State. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He brought him back to the campus of Florida A&M. Yeah. And from there, baby, it was all go. Because I think Billy Joe is one of the winningest black coaches ever. If you look at his history, look at he's on that list. He's behind Eddie Robinson. But Billy Joe was something else. Yeah, he was something else. I remember him. I met him. So I used to try to recruit for him because I was so impressed with him.
It helps that President Gregory's husband's a former JSU player. Hopefully, she understands the magnitude of keeping athletics in the forefront. Academics can still thrive in today's landscape.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Hey, Miss Whitley, so Central State is in Wilberforce or is it in Xenia? Because I know that they write that together. Wilberforce is one of the oldest HBCUs in America. That's a very old school. I think that's an AME school.
What school is her husband from? He's from
He's from Jackson
Jackson
State.
State.
He was a big-time quarterback at Jackson. From Jackson State. He was a big-time quarterback.
Tiger born, tiger bred.
Yeah.
JTV says they're right across the street from each other.
Okay, they're right. Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
that's
Mr. Ford, these
uh-huh.
bands done got big.
Who?
You know how we say that the football teams that everybody looks at Jackson State's football team and then they say, "Hey, we need to make sure that we build our football teams to beat Jackson State." They've been built their bands to try to beat Jackson State.
Listen, I've been telling you.
I'm talking about 350 to 400.
Listen, I've been telling you the band that I'm just looking at, and my mouth is on the floor.
Southern?
No, it's Texas Southern. That guy done went out there, and he got Texas Southern rolling. His name is Brian what? What's that band director's name at Texas Southern? He's a Southern guy. He came from Southern and went out
What's
to
up with all these Southern people going to all these people's schools? Y'all can't get no talent from your own school?
Hey,
I
well,
mean,
anyway.
Alabama A&M is the
Oh, they
Jaguar
listen.
Bulldogs. Now you got the
Yeah,
Jaguar
listen.
Tigers over there at the
I
Texas
can't
Southern.
wait to see
Brian
Alabama
Simmons.
A&M's game. Brian Simmons, that's him. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Brian is trying to take over. Now he ain't there yet, but he's trying to do some things. They keep your eye on him. Keep your eye on Brian Simmons. But let me tell you something. Them two guys from Southern that's going up to Alabama A&M, I think the sky's the limit for them guys. Them guys gonna do something. I can't wait to see them. Now my thing is, please, Howard University, don't come down here with no 50-piece band. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
Leave
embarrass the school.
Howard alone.
No, no, I'm just saying.
They
Let me tell you something.
actually
Let me tell you something. Listen, in 2023, Howard University played Florida A&M at the Celebration Bowl. Halftime was not only embarrassing, but disgusting. It was horrible.
Wait a minute,
Okay?
not disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. Howard University put on the field 50 pieces. You look like a middle school band, okay? FAMU was marching 250 pieces, okay? So I'm saying to Howard, don't come down here and embarrass yourself down here in Atlanta, Georgia. Don't do it, okay? Bring at least 120 pieces and put together a decent halftime show. And also, because you're playing a SWAC school, have a show in the stands.
They don't really do that in the MEAC.
Okay, but listen, okay? So you're going to get blowed out. You're going to get blowed out on the field and in the stands, okay? And then you can go back and talk about how big your, what they call it, your endowment is.
Because that's definitely what they're going to drop.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But Atlanta, get ready for the sounds that define Saturdays. Before Howard takes the field at the MEAC SWAC Challenge, join us for a Showtime marching band Pre-game reception celebrating the pride of the Mecca. Gather with fellow Bison, hear what's ahead for Showtime this season, and connect with Dean Raquel Monroe of the Chadwick A. Boseman College of Fine Arts, Director of Bands Chancellor Mills, as we celebrate the students and tradition behind one of Howard's most beloved institutions. So, the Buckhead Art and Company in Atlanta, Georgia, Saturday, August 29th, 2026, from 12:30 to 2:30. They're going to have the Showtime band there. Showtime marching band, Mr. Ford.
Oh,
They're
okay.
going to have a we're gonna have something there.
Okay. But we'll see. All I'm saying is Saturday night, march at least 120 pieces and have a show because Alabama
I know
A&M is
for a
gonna have a
fact
show.
that they got at least 90 pieces, Mr. Ford. I know for a fact. I have
Okay,
it on good authority that they
listen,
have at least a
listen.
minimum of 90 pieces.
Okay, Howard University brags about having $1 billion endowment, and you can't put 120 pieces on the field. You talk about you got the largest endowment of any HBCU, okay, and you can't put 120 pieces on the field. I don't care about no 90, 120 pieces, 10 to 15 tubas, 20 to 25 trumpets.
Mm. You heard it right here on Tuesday Night Live with She Loves Thee. Mr. Ford, you're up late.
You know what? It's time for me to go. I got to get in there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
We need to lay out the rest of our shows because it's literally Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, and that's it.
I just wish you would do a Friday show. I could really, Thursday, I've still got to deal with them children.
Okay, well, I might do a Friday show, but I
Yeah,
ain't
you
gonna do
do a
no
Friday.
Friday and Saturday show.
Why?
That is so greedy, Mr. Ford.
No, it's not.
You want a
I
Friday and
can listen.
Saturday show?
I'd
That's
be listen.
greedy.
I would be lit on Friday. I'm lit on Friday night.
You was lit tonight.
Oh, I'm lit on Friday nights. And then I got Saturday. I can be. You would help me out so much if we could do Friday and Saturday. Because Thursday I still got to go to school. But
Okay.
anyway, listen, whatever you think is best, we good. Listen,
All right. All
listen,
right.
I'm gonna get in this bed. I'm already in it, but let me get ready to tune it out.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
listen, Miss Whitley, y'all have a good one. And Miss Whitley, is Ohio State gonna win it in the white folks FBS? Are y'all gonna win the whole thing? And what's going on? And okay, what
Mr.
about
Ford
Brandon?
is banned from playing music. He's still grounded, I think. I gotta ask the old heads, is you under,
No,
after
you
you
know
played us?
what? You played something that touched me. You played that guy's is one of them whinings. But now you know what I want. Could you play one of his songs for me? Could you play one for
No.
us? You can't play one. Okay. I wanted you
I
to play
think you're
something.
I'm gonna play for you on a Friday night.
Okay, okay.
You want to get hyped for Saturday.
Yeah, yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Ford, you gonna be up if we do a Friday night live. You have to be up the next day because you have to go walk, right?
And
Don't you have
and
to
then
walk
you
before
know
the
what?
first game?
Yeah, and guess what? My sister wants me to come to Charlotte.
Mm, 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 mm.
So I might have to get up early Saturday morning because that's about 3.5 hours for me.
Yeah, Mr. Ford, don't
Yeah.
overexert yourself.
No, you're right.
Thursday, I think we're gonna do a breakdown of the Jackson State team by then. I'm gonna really do the Thursday where we break down the team.
Okay.
Because I'm
Okay.
actually late. I didn't even realize it. Next
Yeah.
week is like you said, spot the ball, or
Yeah,
in the
baby.
words of Miss Shanetta, spot the ball.
And strap it up, baby. Strap it
Strap
up.
it up.
Strap it up. I'm ready for the games and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen. Enjoyed everything, and y'all have a good night. Everybody, be safe now.
All right.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Y'all cut up tonight, okay? That wasn't too bad. This train gonna keep on rolling. Oh, oh, oh. Anyway. I'm trying to take all my little weekends away. All right. Anyway, y'all, I will see you on Thursday. I think we're gonna do the Jackson State team, and then that's it. That's all I got for you. I haven't even worked on my quarterback club, y'all. I'm gonna try to do some quarterback club work so that you can have their breakdowns before their games. That's all I got for y'all. I had fun tonight, y'all. I will see you guys. Are we going live tomorrow after the announcement? If y'all will tap in tomorrow when the announcement is being made, drop something in the chat that says yes. Because then I'll go live tomorrow at 3. I don't want to waste my time though. So if y'all tap in tomorrow at 3, I'll go live. Okay. Nobody said anything. Oh yeah, they are saying something. Okay. All right, y'all. So y'all have y'all head on the swivel for tomorrow at 3 Central Standard Time. The announcement's supposed to be at 2 Central, so that'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be 2 Central, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do pick up my son around that time, but yeah, we'll go live for like an hour and we'll discuss it either which way that it ends up going. So if he's named, yeah. If he's not named, yeah, we'll do a small special live for an hour or something like that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a blessed evening, a blessed Wednesday, and cheers. Let me do all my little spiels, my little videos.
Hello, welcome back to Lessons with Kobe. Today we will be learning the term belt to ass in sign language. First, we're going to break it down. Stay with me. Belt to ass. One more time. Belt to ass. Together now. Belt to ass. And that concludes my lesson.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to Jackson visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased like this. You can't do the saints like this. Boy, I don't even know what's wrong. I'm sitting out here telling the police car. I'm gonna stay out here telling the police car. I'm doing a refund.
I've had some days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so this day? But He knows one thing for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. Better than this world you could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows one thing for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see. So I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. But He is so good to me. He's been good to me. Better than this world you could ever be. He's been so good. And dry all my tears. My midnight ritual.